It's one of the most star-studded events in the Bay Area, the Derek Jeter Turn 2 Golf Classic at Avila Country Club. But it's not only about the high-profile athletes and celebrities in attendance.
The tournament raised over $1 million for this year for Jeter's charity, the Turn 2 Foundation, and that promotes healthy lifestyles for today's youth. Roxanne Wilder was at the tournament and files this report.
The captain of the New York Yankees makes Tampa his home and host of his foundation's golf tournament.
Derek Jeter's 10th annual Golf Classic brought out plenty of star power and golf talent.
From Hollywood actors to LPGA players. So how have things changed over the past decade for the tournament and the captain?
I have less hair. I'm not swinging, I'm putting. You know, so there's a few changes, but it's gone quick. 10 years have gone by really fast.
It sure has. I was going to ask you about that. Do you prefer putting or driving?
Well, putting is supposed to be easier, but I don't think I'm very good at either one of them, but it's fun. I get the people have fun. I made the hole a little bit bigger for me, so every advantage I can have, I try to get it.
You were practicing, what, weeks in advance, months in advance to get ready for this?
No, I just walked up here, and I was a little late, so I putted, I think, 5 putts before we started.
Putting practice aside, the success of the event comes from Jeter and his family's hard work and support from longtime friends.
Obviously, it's for a great cause, and I love the cause, and it helps out a lot of charities in Tampa that I know of. So besides that, though, getting to see all the guys that come here to play, Hall of Fame baseball players, and guys I don't normally get to see. So it's fun to meet those guys and play in this event and have fun with it.
The people are so passionate about the Turn 2 Foundation. Derek has done such great work, and not only Derek, but Charlie, his sister, and his mom and dad, and that's why it's working well.
Charlie is president of the foundation and brings the youngest Jeter, Derek's nephew, out to get an early start in the fun.
I saw Jalen out there, so is he getting into golf? He's still just into playing with the ball, it looks like.
Yeah, he's any kind of ball, baseball, basketball, football. He loves any kind of sporting ball, so we're going to get him into something, but he's got those nice clubs over there.
About golf clubs, they won't be in our house. How about that? He won't be bringing those into the house. But just teach him to have fun. Just do different things, try everything once, and whatever sticks. Except we lock him in the closet to practice baseball, but that's about it.
Jalen wasn't the only youngster at the tournament. 11-year-old Latanna Stone took shots at the tee with each group. And the highlight for Latanna? Getting to meet the famous shortstop.
I was just so excited about everything. I mean, it's a wonderful golf tournament here. It is awesome.
Latanna, I've heard a lot about her, and she's got a lot of confidence, so I got to watch her hit.
Jeter's friends have all the confidence in him and his foundation, and they support Turn 2's success.
Wow, is Jeter a pretty good golfer? Because I know a lot of guys that are great at one sport seem to be good at like every sport.
Well, he's an athlete, so he's good, but he doesn't claim it. He's okay, but he's got a sport that he can fall back on, so that's good.
He can fall back on
it. We've talked about the Turn 2 Foundation here with you before, Roxanne, but what is it how does Derek Jeter feel this connection to helping youth? Why is it so important to him?
I'm glad you brought that up, because this is the kind of foundation, it's getting kids to make healthy lifestyle choices.
What does that mean exactly? Like in regard to what they eat or what they do, or
a whole component of things, particularly turning away from drugs and alcohol and turning to healthy choices in terms of physical fitness, but most importantly being a leader in society. And so with a foundation like that, I think it's so important that you really walk the walk, which obviously Jeter does, but that's the vibe from the whole event, is those people who are participating, sure they're celebrities, but they're not on some list, let's call and sign this person up. They're really friends of his, they support it, and then so you see Tino and you see Torre. Tino's getting advice because he's now the hitting coach for the Marlins, so he's looking to him for advice. So they all walk the walk in terms of mentoring one another, teaching each other to be leaders.
So they raised over $1 million at this event. Is there anything specific they have that money earmarked for?
Well, it all goes to various charities within the Tampa area because he lives here, also in the New York area since he works there, and also Michigan because that's where he's from. So places like the Phoenix House, House and St. Peter's Claver here locally and Hillsborough Education. So and any of those organizations that are in line with the mission of the foundation.
It's so cool to see Latanna out there too, because she kind of represents what he's after, right?
Totally, yes. And she's, I mean, everybody who so where Latanna was, she was on, I believe it was the 10th hole, so she teed off with each group. And then if someone shanked the ball or, you know, they want to use her shot, then they can use her shot.
So it was a best ball tournament?
It was actually, yeah, it was best ball. So but they could use her shot. So you're using an 11-year-old shot, basically. but she's that good.
She's probably better than you, so it's worth it to do that.
It looked was it kind of chilly out there?
It was cold that day. It was, but it didn't stop anybody from having fun. It was, yeah.
Well, look at the bright side. If it had gotten really bad, they could have had the whole 18-hole tournament inside Derek's house. Couldn't they have done that?
I think probably so. Yeah, it might have broken a few windows, but
a couple.
If people want to learn more about Turn 2, because I'm assuming they'll accept donations year-round, if you are able to do that, then how can they learn more about Turn 2?
Go to the website, Turn 2 Foundation. It's turn2.org, I think is what it is, but it's very easy to find on the website, so you can go there and learn more about it.
He's played baseball, Derek Jeter, for what, almost 20 seasons, almost 20 years now, isn't it?
It's, yep.
How much longer do you think he'll play?
Probably another 10.
That's what the Yankees hope, right?
Yeah. Realistically, I mean, to answer this question, his ankle is fine, so he's going to be ready for April, so for opening day. So he's got, I mean, he keeps himself in shape, so he's probably got another 3 years maybe.
So one more season at least, hopefully.
Oh,
I mean,
for sure.
Yeah, he's going to be there in April. Great.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thanks, Holly. Thanks, Jerome.
All right, coming up next, new exhibit at the Museum of Fine Arts follows the evolution of golf from its beginnings in the 1600s. Wow, we'll have the details after the break.